really excited that you're all here today. I'm Reverend Tara Wilkins, Executive Director of the Community of Welcoming Congregations and a member of the Central Pacific Conference of the United Church of Christ. Woo! Now, I know a lot of clergy who support the freedom to marry for gay and lesbian couples, right? Yeah! Some of you are here today. Raise your hand if you're clergy. Clergy that are willing to walk 120 miles for a right they already have. So we want to give special support and love to the Reverend Dr. Brooks Bird from Vancouver, United Church.
I'm glad to be here. As I was marching today, I kept thinking about my wife, and yesterday being Valentine's Day. And yesterday when I came home to my wife and 4-month-old daughter, my wife, she's a very romantic person, and so I just walked 19 miles that day, 99 miles total, and there was this shiny red bag waiting for me with tufts of paper coming out of it, red and pink, and I was just like, oh my goodness, she must have flown in some chocolate from Europe. I was really excited about it, so I started to take out the tissue paper and everything, and I pull out the bath salt. Pain relief, and then I pull out the moleskin, and then I pull out the feet wipes for renewing and rejuvenating tea oil. So
wonderful. That's great.
Today, as I stand here and I look out at all of you, I can say that while my feet are tired, my spirits are lifted.
Yeah!
My spirits are lifted because of the lawmakers who passed the bill. My spirits are lifted because of the governor who gave great leadership and signed that bill into law. My spirits are lifted because of all of the grassroots activists who have worked so hard for so many years to make this day a reality. And my spirits are lifted because of the people we met along the way. Along the way, we were marching down a country road, and at the bottom of a driveway were two men standing at a mailbox, and I'm wondering why they're there. We come up to them, and they say they have been waiting all day to thank us for marching.
Yeah. Wow.
These two men have been together for 30 years.
Whoa.
And because of the marriage equality law, they will now be able to get married.
Yeah!
The next day we're marching along, and a woman runs out of her farmhouse and comes and hugs and embraces us in tears, welcomes us inside to her house to share coffee with us and to share her life story. And there on the wall of her home, amid two deer head, was the picture of her and her wife on the day that they celebrated their union together 5 years ago.
Yeah!
And she told us how grateful and thankful she was for us marching. She had been following us, and she had been waiting for us. My spirits are lifted because of the day we walked into Kalam and someone asked what we were doing, and we told them, and they said, "March for my sister."
Go Kalama.
There's all of these reasons why my spirits are lifted. But I tell you, I couldn't have done this march all 116 miles if it wasn't because of deeply held religious convictions and values. These are values that run deep through the Bible. And these are the values that are deep in our hearts. Deep in my heart is the value of justice. Justice stands with those on the margins and demands that there not be margins. Justice demands that there be no second-class citizens and that everybody be first-class citizens.
Yeah.
Deep in my heart is the value of fairness. I can't live according to the golden rule. if I'm living according to a double standard.
Right.
I can't live according to the golden rule as a straight male if I can get married, but gay and lesbian members of my church can't get married.
Right.
Deep in my heart is the value of love. Love isn't something that should be contained and restrained. Love isn't something that should be denigrated and demeaned. Love is something that should be consecrated and celebrated no matter what form it takes.
Yep.
Amen.
Amen.
It's because of these deeply held values that are deep in our hearts that I'm willing to keep on marching. Keep on marching until that referendum is stopped dead in its tracks.
Yeah.
Keep on marching until every state in this country is freed of discriminatory laws.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Woo.
Thank you for all of your support. Keep on marching.
Amen.
Yeah.
No, really, let's give it up for Brother Brooks.
Yeah.
You know, some of us that have been organizing and doing this kind of stuff for a while, we get a little cynical, don't we? And last year, Brooks contacted some of us, and he was like, I want to do this because, you know, I believe in this love thing.
Any of our media that he forwarded me, I can't even remember the name of it, but Twitter in China has a different name, okay?
Right.
And I can't remember what that was, but he forwarded me I guess a tweet. Several hundred gay and lesbian transgendered couples in China stormed the federal campus and demanded that they be allowed to be married.
Wow.
And they were holding up the picture of Governor Gregoire.
Being vocal about this doesn't just mean that we make a difference here for our lives, for our communities, but we are making a difference worldwide. Not even just in our country, but worldwide, to make sure that basic human rights are respected. So thank you so much for doing what you're doing, and know that your voice is carrying throughout the world.
Good afternoon. My name is Veronica, and so I just have to say I've worked for the governor for almost 4 years now, and Monday was my proudest day of working for the governor, and I know it was one of her proudest days as being governor of this great state, and I really wish she could be here to see all of you, because this is exactly what she struggled with, was being a Catholic and making it all make sense. And I know that you guys are all here because you made it all make sense.
Yes.
And I just want to thank you all for the incredible journey you've taken to get here, and thank you all for your incredible support, and I can't wait for you to see you all the way through to November.
Yeah.